Classic rock album reviews coming right at you.
SHMACKEMAGOB, my friends. It is time for a classic rock album review. Now, these classic rock album reviews, mostly I talk about albums that are kind of under the radar, that only the hardcores love, or somewhere just about everybody hates. And sometimes when I do those, I get all these comments from people saying, I love that album. And I was like, isn't the internet wonderful? That you can find like-minded people out there that agree albums that most people just crap on. We're part of that group that loves them. And then there's, a lot of people that love shit. It gives me an idea. I want to do an episode called Overrated Albums. Because what I do is underrated. But this time, as you can tell by the title, it's a bona fide classic rock album. Now, this one I think it's the most successful. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. I think it was the one that sold the most. I owned this as a kid. Definitely not my original copy because it has no ring wear. But I love this album. And yes, Sweet Emotions and Walk This Way have been played to death. I do realize that. And oddly enough, maybe it's because of that those are kind of like my least favorites, though I do love them, but there's so much better songs on here. And the history on Toys in the Attic, it's their third album. And you can tell, at least I can tell, a big difference in the musicianship and the songwriting on here. It's more refined than the first two albums, I feel. Even though, I love the first two albums. Shit, Season of Wither off the last album, it's my favorite Aerosmith song. This one has my second favorite, and it's not one of the hits. So we started off with Toys in the Attic. Man, that's some legitimate hard rock right there. That song has no preservatives. That shit is hard rock to the core. What an awesome opener. Fast, just pissed off. Probably my favorite, let me think. Yeah, it's probably my favorite opening to any Aerosmith album. No Surprise will be a close second. But Toys in the Attic, man, is amazing. And then it goes into Uncle Salty, where it goes into this whole different vibe. Kind of like a mid-tempo, but man, the hooks on there are unbelievable and undeniable. Uncle Salty, I'm bad with remembering lyrics. When she cried in the night, no one came. It's just, listening to this album really takes me back to a little kid in this house with the headphones on, listening to Toys in the Attic, just grooving, man. Aerosmith, back then, even as a little kid, I knew these guys were drug addicts, bad boys, just ruffians, and it shows. What's next? Adam's Apple. She ate it. Lord, it was love at first bite. Man. What a song. Kind of long, right? That's kind of a lengthy tune. There's no time here. Excuse me while I whip this out. Adam's Apple is 4:34. Yeah, it's lengthy for Aerosmith. Aerosmith was not one of these bands that had very long songs. Seasons of Wither was kind of long. But Adam's Apple, wow, what a song, man. Total attitude and, screams out like, hey man, I just wrote this on heavy narcotics. And it works. See, drugs are great for writing songs in the beginning. Then later, when you become a drug addict, songs aren't that good. But when you first start taking drugs, I just got an idea. When you first start taking drugs, you can write some awesome songs. But then you gotta stop, because then the songs will suck. Alright, what do we got next? Walk This Way. I remember this song. This is why I bought the album, really. I can poo-poo it all I want. But Walk This Way when I was a little kid was the shit, man. I mean, it was rap before rap. Yeah, you know, Run DMC came along and made it a big hit again and brought Aerosmith back into the spotlight. But Walk This Way is a great tune. Just burnt out on it. And I'm not one to listen to the radio much, but I was when I was a little kid. I listened to a lot of radio as a little kid, so by the time, you know, the 80s rolled around, like stuff like Back in Black and stuff like that, I don't get sick of that because kind of like gravitated to my boom box with the cassette or my turntable or the later CDs. Wasn't a fan of radio, just still to this day, I'm proud to say. Love it. Now the next song is Big 10-inch Record. Now the funny thing about this one, or two funny things, I hate instruments you blow into, but there's exceptions. It works here. It works on Monsters from Blue Oyster Cult, a couple Pink Floyd songs, I like it. Man, I love the horns on this song and the vibe. It's a song, it's a novelty track that most novelty tracks are kind of like, you know, all right, it's funny, it's cute, blah, 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 and then you move on. You don't go back to it. This one, man, I'll never get sick of. I've heard this, you know, ever since I left the radio in the 70s and I ventured in the 80s, I heard Big 10 Inch as much as Walk This Way. I'm not burnt out on that song. It's just such a fun, you know, snapping, you know, finger snapping, toe tapping, knee slapping, killer song. All right, then we flip the album over to Sweet Emotion, which I'm not as burnt out on as much as Walk This Way. I guess because also you gotta remember, Run DMC came and burnt the song out even more, whereas nobody fucked with Sweet Emotion. And I love it, you know, the talk box. What year is this? 1975. Was Phantom Comes Alive out yet? Leave a comment below because I'm too lazy to pause the camera and check. But Sweet Emotion rips, man. Now I will say this. I think side 2 is even better. You see me praise side 1. This is definitely all killer, no filler album. I gotta get back on doing those episodes. But the thing is, I gotta think, you know, of all killer, no filler. No More, No More. My favorite track off this album. And my second favorite Aerosmith song, period. Baby, I'm leaving. Don't know the lyrics. Got my horse and carriage. What a song, man. No more, no more. Never seen them play it live, and I know, because I've seen footage online of them playing it in recent tours. Oh, and I want to stop here to say something very, very important. Aerosmith proves that you can't ruin a legacy, man. Not to me, at least, because this album rules. And how much crap have they released? It doesn't take away the greatness of Aerosmith. Get Your Wings, Toys in the Attic, rocks. That one Mirrors is spotty, but it has Kings and Queens, you know? And I Want to Know Why. There's some great songs, Cypher's Alright. Great song on that one. But it's not as good as Night in the Ruts, man. My second favorite after Rocks. This will be my third favorite. No More, No More. So you see, you can take, let's say, Just Push Play. You know, which by the way, I love that song Jaded on it. But that rest of the album is painful. You know, and I really didn't like Get a Grip. I liked Eat the Rich. But Get a Grip I didn't like. But it can't taint this. It just can't. Because this album and all those 70s Aerosmith albums will beat the living shit out of the later stuff. Where it won't allow it to ruin the legacy for me.
Do it again, I'm not doing it.
1, 2,
Wait! Oh, God.
Oh,
That was quite a kick.
Next song, Round and Round. Man, talk about heavy. Probably the heaviest song on this album. Slow and just, and the way Steven sings that. If you believe in me. And I like that little effect they do in his voice. This is before that auto-tune bullshit. Just added a little fucking spice and you know, reverberation, whatever the fuck it is. I love the sound of that voice coming out. It just adds, it blends so well with that heavy, grinding song, man. Round and Round is awesome. And awesome. And then it ends with You See Me Crying, a ballad. A piano ballad. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. What a great singer Steven Tyler is. Still is, by the way. I saw Aerosmith like maybe less than 10 years ago, and they were phenomenal. Other than, you know, playing all those crappy songs, it was awesome. The night I saw them that night, they played Combination off of Rocks. Made my night. It didn't make the night of everybody else around me who left to take a piss, get a beer, or just sat down and got on Facebook, you know, texting. I'm at the Aerosmith show. Oh my God, they just played Love in an Elevator. Wow, Combination's playing. Unbelievable. You know, it's a sad state of affairs. But you know what? In the end of the day, fuck them all. I'm like, fuck yeah, Combination. I'm in the zone, man. Everybody else doesn't want to join me in the zone, but I'm in that zone watching Combination. Highlight of the night for me. Yeah, they played, you know, Draw the Line, Train Kept a Rolling, some cool classic ones, but the Be Expected one. Combination wasn't expected that night. So that's it. That's all I want to talk about when it comes to The Great Toys in the Attic. An album that, it's a very popular one. So of course people are going to say, no, Rocks is better. You know, nobody will really point to Toys in the Attic as the best one. I mean, there are some. Not me. Because Rocks and Night in the Ruts, man. I did a review for that one, or else I would be doing a review for Night in the Ruts. I think that one is so underrated. It sickens me. It makes me vomit. You know? I would love to go see Aerosmith and they throw out fucking Coney Island Whitefish Boy. So I can get in that zone and everybody else on their phone saying, oh my God, I can't believe it. They played Crazy. So hey, I love this album. That's what I think. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Alright everybody. Stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath. And SHMACKEMAGOB.